Hello, Cancer. The message I'm getting for you guys for the next 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of June, is an opening is beginning. So that is saying that you've been doing a really great job on connecting to your authentic self, your inner core, your inner child. And when we do that, we start to create this opening because we're releasing, we're meditating, we're getting rid of things, we're letting things slide by the wayside so that they no longer hold you back and you're getting out of a repetitive cycle. So let's take a look at that a little bit further for the sun, moon, and rising sign of Cancer as we look at the last 2 weeks of June. This is a general reading and take from the reading what was applicable for your life. And I always recommend that you look at your sun, moon, and rising sign because we move from different areas of our chart. If it's Venus, you want to look at that, but also looking at all those signs. My sun sign is Aquarius, my rising sign is Aries, and my moon sign is Pisces. So you can see how they're very, very different, although they interconnect. So whatever phase you're going through at that time is actually an alignment for you as you are releasing. You're releasing everything around you. Very, very beautiful message. All right, you guys. Now, you also have the Ace of Swords that came out for you. And the Ace of Swords is that new beginning. This is when you can see things really clear. If you've been doing the work, and what I mean by the work is actually realizing through awareness what and who are around you that are keeping you in this negative stance, or keeping you in a repetitive cycle. That could be staying in a job that you know internally you aren't supposed to be in, because this is about this group of you where you are connected inside. You can actually see things. You understand what's going on. Now, that doesn't mean you've taken action yet. Some of you have, some of you haven't. But we're going to see if we can combine all of this in this reading to help each of you as we go through the last 2 weeks of June. So I hope you guys are doing well. You know, the message is very, very clear. And what I'm seeing is, oh, there you go. That's exactly what I'm talking about, the Fool card. What I'm seeing is that you have been calm enough where you're ready to take and be the fool in your own life, taking a leap of faith and saying, you know, I've done all this work. I've healed, I've cried, I've cleansed, I've learned how to attach to my inner self. Again, job well done. That's not always easy for people to do. Some of you, I feel, are still around somebody toxic, and I feel this is somebody like a family member that has been holding you back. And what I mean by that is they're telling you things that go against the inner grain of what's going on in you. For example, you feel you should apply for a job. They're like, why would you do that? That doesn't make sense. That's not the right job for you. So there's some conflict, and I feel it's coming from a family member. It could be an actual friend, but for a lot of you, it is a family. We're going to look closer at the family, but now we're going to look at your career. So that was about you overall in general for all of our beautiful Cancer babies. And, you know, this is a time for growth, and over the next between April and October, there's massive growth taking place for people where you might feel like you're spinning and spinning and spinning, especially if you felt the backward spin with Mercury in retrograde. However, it just went direct. So you guys are going to start feeling the effects. Please go to my website, subscribe to the free newsletter, click on that, get a free ebook while you're there about universal energies, and you will read my blogs about key dates and all the things that are coming for the zodiac sign. I just put it in writing. You have the Seven of Swords, and that's what I'm talking about. So some of you, it may very well be in your career, because we're looking at your career right now. Whatever is going on in your career sector is holding you back. So if you've been with a job 4-5 years, I don't feel it's months, I feel it's actual years, is what I'm seeing, 4-5. Way too long. They just said you've been there way too long and you already know it. You might have a lot of work piled up on top of you, and who doesn't right now? I mean, a lot of us do, right? But there is a way for you to become very, very victorious in this. Very, very victorious. I mean, successful. That is making a decision if this is the right place for you. It's always easier to get a job when we have a job. So start looking for a job. And if you haven't been doing that, then know that that's probably what you need to do. If you're feeling it inside, you're going to open up just enough by sending out your resume, by applying to this new opportunity. Now, some of you, I do feel it's in the, it has to do with writing, but not blog. It isn't a business. I feel you work for an actual organization where you may write contracts, documents, you may work in HR, anything. You could even be an accountant where you're doing a lot of writing. It's writing. Multiple writing is what I see. So that you can see that's very, very broad. So you have to narrow this message down and see if it fits your life. It's time to move forward. It is 100% time to move forward. So that's what I mean. You guys are getting ready to really feel confident and secure in your own self. Because as we align Cancer inside and we say, you know, I believe this and I'm gonna march forward in what I believe, I'm not gonna listen to them anymore. Whoever this Seven of Swords is, that's the liar, cheater, thief card in the tarot. But the vibration coming through is it's somebody around you that is holding you back, like literally going, nope, you can't have it. No, I don't want you to leave. No, I want you to stay. Okay, so somebody's keeping you from moving forward. You have to take a look at that. I'm going to write that down. You have to take a look at that and let that person either go or go with the flow. You know what I mean? It's your choice on what you do. I'm not letting you go is what I keep hearing. I'm not letting you go. You can't do it. So somebody's trying to block you in the career sector. You're going to have to fight like heck in order to get through that. Please stay tuned and watch all of my inspirational messages. It's amazing how one quote, one message that I give can literally transform people's lives. I've watched it happen over the last 4 years, and I hope that you are one of them. So let's take a look at your family, all right? We already know that liar, cheater, thief is there. And for some of you, this is a holding back by a family member. Now, it may very well be a family member holding you back in your career. You don't need that education. You don't need that career change. Just keep doing what you're doing, right? But inside you're saying, yeah, no, I don't like it. This is a brand new offer coming in. This is a brand new opportunity. Now, some of you are dealing with the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in the upright is somebody who you would view as very secure individual, somebody who has worked hard to achieve all of their goals and feel that they are in a place of success. So this would be also like a parent to you. You're the child parent. That type of a relationship could be grandparent, aunt, uncle. But whoever it is, it's somebody that you feel has security around them. This particular individual, they're generally very, very wonderful to be around, regardless of their zodiac sign, which could be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn individual. But again, regardless of their zodiac sign, this person, I feel, is the one that is leading you toward where you need to go. So whoever the Seven of Swords is, whoever this deceptive individual is around you, you're going to have to isolate yourself and say, I'm not listening, I'm not listening, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. And this King of Pentacles is going to help you. Now, they could be a little bit back and forth. It did land sideways, which means this person might go this way, they might go this way, they might go this way, and you're going to know how that resonates with you. Whatever's going on, I feel this person indulges. And I see it's fine liquor. Okay, so this would be like cognac or a fine bottle of wine. They understand the palate. This particular person likes certain things because it tastes good. Now, I don't feel they're an alcoholic, but I do feel they really do get out there and they socialize quite a bit. For those of you looking to reconnect with the family member, I do feel you're going to meet them in a social setting, especially those of you who have been separated from that family member. And I do feel Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is very vital in this message that it took place in that season. So that would be like, you know, the season of Virgo, the season of Taurus, and the season of Capricorn. 1-2 years ago. So this would be a year ago or 2 years ago when the world started feeling the big changes that were already taking place, but we really felt it very profound in the year of 2020. The transformations that this individual has been going through also has led them to feel more secure and confident in themselves, where now they may be very, very different than when you knew them before. They may be very, very happy. This is somebody that you love. This is a family member. This is not a romantic partner. I hope I didn't lose too many people. You say the word transform, transformation, and they're out of here. So know that whoever this individual is, that you do feel that they are a figure of, they represent community in your family. They represent that beautiful bonding that the family unit has. For example, like a hierarchy of a family. They're saying that they are the ones that held the family together, like a grandfather that continued traditions and values. This individual has gone through a lot of transformation where they're going to recognize you for who you are today, and they will be giving you like a reward. Now, I don't mean financial payout, although it could be for some of you. I mean, they're going to give you the pat on the back, the praise that you deserve for everything that you've been through. So for some of you, I see you were a single parent, and as a single parent, that's a very misunderstood concept where people who are in relationships, they say, yeah, I get it, but you can't get it unless you walk those shoes, right? So if those single parents out there, it was really hard to do the mom and the dad, the breadwinner, and go to the store and cook and be the soccer coach and all that. I know, I did it, right? I have 4 adult children, and I did it. All of that is coming to an end. All of those painful situations are getting ready to leave if they haven't already left. Now, let's take a look at romance, all right? So if you like this video, you like that I'm doing you, your career, and family, friends in order, and then we're going to look at couples and singles. Please thumbs up this video. Let me know that you like this format, okay? So, Cancers. I feel some of you ended a relationship, and that may have been that person that was the 7 of Swords around you. If you're in a couple, and I'm going to pull a card for you in just a minute, a romance card. This is couples and singles, both messages at this moment, and then I'll break it down. I feel whoever was around you that you have walked away had a lot of insight into you. They knew you. They could read you like a book. You guys may have been together a long time. You may have just been completely connected in a soulmate relationship where you feel like you've known each other forever, and they literally could read your mind, even telepathically. Whatever was going on in the past, this has led you to where you are today. So the card for both sides, couples and singles, is true love. You see, you went through all of that for a reason. And remember, my love readings are every Friday. The extended based on each zodiac sign is in my membership. Please sign up for that membership. You're supporting me to keep coming back to you each and every week. True love is a big, big deal. And we have to go through a lot in order to find it. We have to be stabbed in the back. We have to have all kinds of failures in order to recognize the success in our own self. And I feel that's what you have done. Now, it doesn't mean that every single person in relationships, particularly those of you, we're going to look at couples, that you've ended a situation out of that particular avenue that I just said. This is ending all of the traumas that were attached between you and your person. Okay, you and your person have gone through a lot, and that separation, and I feel that the separation is more in the same household. Okay, so if you do live at a distance, you are a designated couple, and I don't feel it's for too many of you. Again, I feel it's underneath the same roof. Now we have the card of the 10 of Pentacles. So you have a 10 of Swords and you have a 10 of Pentacles. You are literally coming to an ending of a situation that is going to transform into something beautiful. Remember why you fell in love with them. They were the ones that captured your heart. They were the ones that captured your mind, your attention. They got your sensuality, sexuality. They got you up and going, and you did the same thing for them, because that's what happens when true love hits. So true love is a beautiful thing that I feel the two of you have experienced together, and you're literally going to transform your relationship. In the next 2 weeks, you will get a synchronicity, a sign, a feather. Some of you, it will be a feather. It will be a feather like looking out the window, and all of a sudden a feather just floats down on the other side of the window. Feathers are very, very important for our couples. All right. Singles, oh my gosh, you have been through a lot equally, like I was talking about. You've ended all of those old dynamics, those old repetitive cycles. And because of that, you're going to be meeting somebody that is a true love to you. Somebody that you feel very, very connected to. It's somebody you're going to want to laugh with. You're going to want to get to know and really explore everything about them. But more importantly, they're going to want to do that with you, because I feel that's what you've done in the past. You're all about love, Cancer. So whoever you were with that hurt you, you're ending that cycle. Job well done, my beautiful single Cancers. So this individual is going to come in, and they are going to give you something to laugh about, something to share. I feel they're going to be very funny, but yet in a well, that British sense of humor. You guys know what I'm talking about, especially if you're from there. That British sense of humor where it's like, you know, you can't really tell what they mean, and then all of a sudden, oh, I get it, and it's really, really funny. That's what I feel this individual is going to do for you. Now, it very well may be a Virgo, Taurus, or a Capricorn. This is somebody brand new. You have never met this person. They're helping you to roll those tens into the Ace of Swords, into the Ace of Pentacles. That is a truthful, honest, clear communicating relationship that is going to last a lifetime, which equals true love. So you guys, I hope this helps you. Please thumbs up this video and have a great next 2 weeks. Much love.